don't know. Like, I don't know how this happens. I'm blaming Amazon. I was going through her backlist and I'm struggling, but like this book right here, absolutely loved. When I tell y'all like this is a slow burn, also like this is very much so a slow burn. When I tell you I love this book. Oh y'all, a girl tried. She really did. Absorbing like how they write, and that's how she was able to deliver on this stunning book. I am just really such a fan of them two as friends. I feel like it's just so well written. Hi y'all, and welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, hi, hello, how are you? My name is Valisa, and I'm so happy that you decided to stop by. If you enjoyed today's video, please do not hesitate to like and subscribe. I would love to have you back. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. Okay y'all, before we even get into today's video, I am obsessed with my shirt. Like, can we have a moment for the shirt though? Like, it is so stunning. I'm literally obsessed. I was so happy to get this shirt. I got it from Hot Topic, and yeah, the last one they had. I usually prefer my graphic tees like a little baggy, so I usually get them like in a large or an extra large, but all they had was a small, and I said this shirt is too cute to leave behind, y'all. But like, I'm so obsessed with this shirt. It's so cute. So now that we got that out the way, let's get into officially this reading vlog. I have curls for the girls because I am going to Las Vegas and I'm so excited, y'all. So this will be part of a travel reading vlog that we have going on here. I am going to go see Adele. You probably already saw from the intro of this video, so that's why I have like all the curls. I don't know, I just wanted to do something different for Las Vegas, so I had like pin curled my hair, and it is definitely giving curls for the girls. But yeah, so that's why I am all curlied up. I wanted to do something a little different for Vegas, so I do have my TBR already sorted out. Like, your girl, she did a really good job this time, y'all. Like, this is the day before we are leaving, and I'm all packed. All I need to pack now is just like my jewelry, and that is it. Like, I did a really good job like getting ahead of the game. All I have to do is just pack up my jewelry and my TBR into my bag, and I am good to go. But we have like a super early flight as well. Like, it starts boarding at 6:55, and I'm that girl. Like, I book early flights because I want as much time in the destination that I'm heading to as possible. So I'm that person. Like, I'm going to book that early flight so I can be there, because you could just like take a nap on the plane, you know, type of situation. So yeah, we have an early flight. Every time it's like right before the early flight, I'm like, why did we book the early flight? So I always gotta remember and remind myself, like, girl, we booked the early flight so that we can have a lot of time there. So you pretty much have like a whole day. So that is the plan stand. So I wanted to make sure like I was all packed this time, and I won't be like staying up like late trying to get everything together last minute. Like, at this point, if I don't have it, then you won't be getting it type of situation, because we're done. Like, I don't want to pack no more. I did 2 days. I try to like space it out as well. So I did my best. We tried this one, and I think this plan is going to work out nicely. But anyways, I keep saying let's get into this TBR, and I don't get into the TBR. So now, for once and for all, let's get into this TBR. So the first book that I am taking with me is going to be on my Kindle, and that is going to be Thank You for Listening. As I mentioned before in like a previous traveling vlog, I am trying to like get books that like take place in the destination that I'm going to. I'm trying to get like more on like a cute little theme, and so I was searching online And let me tell you something, Google be trying to play you, because sometimes they were recommending books saying that it took place in Las Vegas that I had already read, and I was like, at no point, no time did that book take place in Las Vegas. Like, unless this writer was writing it in Las Vegas, that book never took place in Las Vegas. But this one, it is confirmed that this book did take place like in Las Vegas. There is a scene that takes place in Las Vegas, and it's mentioned in the summary. So let's talk about, what is this book about? So this book is going to be about our girl, and she is a audiobook narrator. She had dreams to be an actress, but those dreams somehow have tragically disappeared, and she is just finding comfort in being a audiobook narrator. She used to narrate romance books, but something happened in that situation as well, and so she's kind of like cut herself off from narrating romance audiobooks. But long and behold, our girl winds up going to this book convention, and so she just has like this amazing trip with this guy there. And then on her way back home, she gets notified that one of the top most well-known romance novelists has asked for her to narrate their book. This was kind of like their dying wish, was for her to do this, and our girl is the primary caregiver for her grandmother, so she could use the money that comes along with this. So she just decides to do, you know what, let me just go out, like this will be my last and final time. I'm just gonna kind of go out on a bang with narrating the biggest romance author's book out here. And there's also going to be a male narrator a part of this as well, to do the male part. And so she's just like, this is like a really renowned like male audiobook narrator as well, so she winds up working with him, and the two of them really do start finding a bond together while they're going through this process. So our girl is like finding a real connection, but while she's enjoying this, secrets do start to get revealed, and like life comes crashing down again on her. And so we have to like deal with the fact of, is she going to be able to recover from this and like try to give life another chance? So this book just honestly sounds so good to me. I feel like at some point, sometime, a lot of the girly pops were reading them, so I'm just really excited to give this book a chance and to read it. I also have the audiobook of this as well, so I felt like that was very fitting because this is an audio narrator type of book, so being able to like actually have the audiobook as well, I feel like it's stunning. Okay, and the other book you've probably seen before, and I'm hoping to finish her in this reading vlog, but I am like truly having a good time with this book, y'all. That's why like I haven't finished it like as soon and quickly as possible, but I'm going to hopefully be able to finish this one in this vlog, and that is going to be If It Makes You Happy. This, y'all, is such a cute, fun fall romance book. Like I said, it's been mentioned in previous vlogs, but if this is your first time coming across me, I will tell you what this book is about as well. So let's talk about what this book is about. So this is a romance book set in the 90s. It's going to give you all of the fall vibes. So our leading girl, her mother recently passed away, and on top of that, she just went through a divorce as well, and her mom has left behind her bed and breakfast, and her dad is not capable of running it right now. He's just not in the right mental space, and her little sister is trying to finish up college as well and get her degree. So our girl volunteers to run the inn while they are trying to situate their lives and waiting for her sister to graduate so that she can come take it over, because that was the original plan, was for her younger sister to take it over. So our girl is like temporarily running this inn, and when she goes there, she winds up meeting her neighbor, who is like the complete opposite of her. So this is definitely giving you grump and sunshine. She is the grump, he is the sunshine, and he is just such a positive person. He's super helpful, and he said that he's going to help her be able to get the inn in shape, because our girl, she's very about the fact. She knows how to make the bed, she knows how to keep the place running, but she doesn't know that hospitality part. Like, she's just not the best with people. So he is going to be there to help give her her people skills, because she just thinks like he's such a charming, easygoing person, and everyone likes him so much. So you have that going on. And then he is also someone who just got divorced, but I think he's been divorced for quite a while, and he has two younger girls as well. So he's a single dad, and they kind of also are able to bond a little bit over the fact that they're both been divorced, and they're still trying to like grieve that and move forward with their life and not carry on the stigmas that was thrown on them by their exes. So it has just honestly been such an amazing book, y'all. Like, they're like, this is giving genuine friends to lovers vibes. Like, we watching them two become friends I'm literally be smiling so much because the banner is so good, y'all. Like, they're just so perfect together. Like, I don't know how else to say it, but like, they're just literally so perfect together. And I've just really been enjoying watching them become friends and like slowly start getting crushes on each other, and then like that's gonna like bloom into like the love area. And I'm just like so happy about that so much. I feel like both of these leading characters are so lovable. Like, she is a true definition of like kind of like what a grump is. Like, she's just not good with people that she doesn't deal with on a day-to-day basis. Like, she is someone who needs that constant exposure to the same person, and you're not going to get that with people who are staying at the end because they're only there for 3 days and they're gone. And so he's been like helping her with that, and her like bond with her sister is so beautiful. Like, she loves her sister so deeply, and it is so cute. Like, I just love it so much, y'all. Like, this has been such a 10 out of 10 experience. I have no doubt this is going to end on a 5-star for sure. I am at the 52% mark of this. I don't remember like what page that is, but I know Kindle told me I'm at the 52% mark of this. And yeah, so things have like officially happened, and it feels kind of like we're taking a step back, which I'm like freaking out about, but like it makes sense like why like her actions are giving that, because of like the fact that she is just temporarily going to be there, and like this man like loves his town and has been there like forever, and his girls are being raised there and everything. So yeah, it was like the piece that I recently read, it was so emotional and so sad like for everyone involved, and you can just like tell from everyone's perspective like, okay, it makes sense, and but I'm still sad for like everyone involved type of thing. But yeah, I can talk about that book literally nonstop. Like, it is so good, and I'm kind of like moving in real time with it as well. Like, the fall months are like moving in real time. Like, it's kind of like they're out of October and now they're kind of getting into November as well, and I think this book is going to end with them in December. So I love that. And the final book that I'm bringing with me, because I feel like I have just been reading like a lot of romance books, and that's The Weather's Fault. If the weather was cold, I would want to read more fantasy books, but the weather has not been weathering like I needed to, so I've kind of just been not reading my fantasy books. But I want to get back into my sci-fi and my fantasies, so I picked up Uglies. So I recently like picked this up like when the movie came out, because I had like this whole plan. I was like, I'm gonna read this book and then I'm gonna watch the movie, and I still had that plan. I just thought that plan was gonna happen sooner. So I still haven't watched the movie yet, but I want to watch the movie, so I need to read this book. If you don't know what The Uglies is about, this is going to be a YA, like sci-fi. Yeah, I think it's more like the sci-fi end, but pretty much our leading girl, she is 16, and she lives in like this world that when you turn 16, you have this procedure done and you become like a pretty, and you move into like the pretty world, and like your only job is to just have fun. But lo and behold, our leading girl, her best friend is kind of like, yeah, I don't think I want to be like a pretty, and so she gets up and she runs away. And so our girl's like, well, if you don't, I still do. And she winds up going there, and the people who are like over it, they tell her like, no, you can't become a pretty unless you go get your friend and bring her back to us, and when you capture her and bring her back, then we will give you the procedure and make you into a pretty. So our girl now has to make the choice of whether or not she's willing to sacrifice her friend to become a pretty, or never become a pretty ever. So yeah, so funny, because I remember when this book was like super poppin'. I think this came out in like the mid 2000s, but like it could honestly be sooner than that. Oh girl. It came out in 2005, which honestly is right. Like, if it came out in 2005, yeah, that is right. Because I was definitely in grade school, and I remember like everyone really liking this book, but like this is the cover of the book when I was in school, and it just was not appealing to me at all, and I was like, yeah, I don't feel like reading that. But like, I don't know, this cover is more intriguing to me, and so I definitely want to read this. And like, I want to be a series girl, so this is a series as well, so I will have like more books in it. And but yeah, I was there when it popped, y'all. I was there when the girlies were talking about this book and saying like it's 10 out of 10. So it's just very interesting that I never felt the need to like read it or pick it up or anything. But she's here now. I'm picking her up now and I am excited for it. So yeah, those are all of my reading plans for this entire vlog. So I am going to prioritize, like I said, thank you for listening, since that one takes place in Vegas and I will be in Vegas for 4 days. Yeah, for 4 days. So I just really wanted to prioritize that book, so I should be able to make quite a dent, if not finish it, because I was able to finish reading my New York book when I went to New York. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish this book while I'm in Las Vegas and just like check that off. And if I really enjoy it, I will get like a physical copy of the book as well, because one of the ideas that I had, y'all, like literally boom, just here, is like getting all of the books that I read like on a trip. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it now that I'm talking about. I'm feeling it. Is getting like all the books that I read on like a trip and like marking it like read this book on this trip this year, and then having like a whole shelf of like all the books that traveled with me. I think that would be really stunning. Like now that I'm saying that, I think that would be like really cute, because like I'm a book girl. I like sentimental things. I like keeping documented things. So I think that would be really cool. Okay, and then like in the covers of them, I can like take a picture from that trip and put it there. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cute. Okay, I like that idea. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna have to get the physical copy of the book that I just read in New York and put like a picture from New York in there, and then yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh my goodness, I think that sounds really stunning. I feel like as a reader that's like very sentimental, and then you'll have like a whole shelf and like all these books have like, they'll have more meaning behind them as well. Oh, that is gonna be so stunning. Okay, anyways, let me stop yakking and I will check back in with y'all later when I have another reading update. But yeah, let's get this reading vlog going.
Take my hand, we're gonna go to Central Park as friends. Lie under blue skies, sunshine, a bottle of wine. Talk about our daydreams, hey, it seems we're kind of alike. Wave our hands at every single airplane in the sky. Under blue skies, sunshine, a bottle of wine. Talk about our daydreams, hey, it seems we're crossing the line. Sunshine, a bottle of wine. Talk about our daydreams, hey, it seems your hands on my thighs. Wait, is this right? 'Cause I'm so in love with you, and I'm not sure if you feel the same. Maybe Central Park will show the way.
am back for a reading update. So we have officially finished our first day here in Vegas, and I will do like a tour of the room when we come back and they have like reclaimed it and everything. But we are in Vegas. It is officially happening and I'm so excited. So we just like spent some time walking around Caesar Palace, and now we're actually gonna go out a little bit more and see what's on the strip and everything. But yeah, let's get into the reading update because I did want to update y'all on what I was able to read, because I have been able to read a lot. Like I read a lot on the plane, even though I took like a little nap. I still was able to read a lot. I read like 150 pages of thank you for listening, and so far so good. I really am enjoying this one like so much. Like I was 10 pages in and I was like, this is giving 5-star vibes, and so far it has been holding up with that a lot. It is just told through the perspective of our leading girl, which I feel like we really didn't know anything about her in the summer. It just mentions that she had like this horrible accident and that she was like helping to take care of her grandmother, but now we've really got more depth about like that whole situation and like what that accident was. Well, not quite like what the accident was. I feel like we're still trying to explore it, but we do know like the aftermath of it all, and so that has been explained more in like how she's the one that is predominantly taking care of her grandmother as well. So it's been like so good. Like I love when like a summary gives you like a lot of details but like not too much, but you know, it's definitely intriguing, and then you're like reading a book and it's like exploring it more and more and more. So I have been really enjoying that. We met her best friend, which I really like as well. I just love when like friendships are written so well and done in like such a supportive way, and it's like not like the side characters just kind of there just to show that this person is like well-rounded. Like her friend has an entire life and she's already such a well-rounded person, and so I have really been enjoying that. And they both came from like the similar backgrounds, but due to like the accident that she went through, they had to like change their career path. So her friend is like still living the career path that they both decided to go on anyways. So it's been interesting just like reading about how our girl is like very supportive of her friend still being able to achieve those goals while like adjusting to her new reality, and it's just been like 10 out of 10. So one of the things though too is our girl does have like a disability due to like that accident, and so I wasn't expecting that representation, but I am liking it because I'm like, okay, this just keeps on getting better and better. Like I feel like it just gives so much more depth behind it, and I never read a character before that was not in like a fantasy book with like this type of disability. So it has been good just to like read like through that perspective and everything as well. We have met our leading guy, and see that's the thing about the summary. I wasn't sure if like the guy she met in Vegas is going to be the same guy that she's doing like this audio book with. I'm not quite sure if that's the thing. If it is, I am very excited, because that guy that she met at the Vegas, I was like, okay, like he has like leading man potential. Like I would not be mad if he was the leading guy for this book, and I feel like he might be. Like I feel like that it was like the hint of it all in the summary that like he is that guy, but I'm not like quite sure or whatever. But it is written in parts. I was not expecting this book to be in parts either. So it was like part 1 has happened and it's like her at Las Vegas at the book convention, and then part 2 like she comes back home and she finds out like the situation with her grandmother, and then she's offered this book deal, this book audio book deal, and then like part 3, which I'm in now, is like her doing the audio book with the male narrator now, and like their banter and like they're talking back and forth. It's just so sweet and like so cute and funny, because our leading girl is like very funny as well. Just like with the opening scene alone was just like hilarious, because she does have like a little bit of grump to her, but like because we're with her and we get to like get that background information of like why is she behaving this way with these people. So I do like that a lot. I don't know, I feel like I'm just in like my grump sunshine reverse era. I'm like loving when the girls are very grumpy and the guys like the very sunshine. I just feel like this is such a cute dynamic. It's really funny because it's not because they're grumpy because they hate the world, they're just like very serious people. And so it's very interesting to see that, and I feel like that's why her best friend like plays such a pivotal character development role with our girl, is because her her best friend is such like this big ball of sunshine, and she really just highlights how great our girl is as well, because when she's with her, she like starts to light up as well. So I am just really such a fan of them two as friends. I feel like it's just so well written, and I love that like her number one person like all the time. Like when her friend had got this huge offer, she was like, you're the first person I wanted to call because I know we were doing this journey together. So it was so sweet. Love when there's like female friendship written like in such a well way that is happening with this one. And then like also it's taking place in Hollywood too. So like our girl, she's been in Las Vegas, so I've read like the Las Vegas part of all of this, but like she is like stationed in like Hollywood and LA. Like she lives in the guest house of the producer who's over like all of these audiobooks. So she lives in his guest house. So I have been enjoying that as well, because I was not expecting to read a book that was like taking place in California. I don't know where I thought our girl was going to be living, but I just did not think it was going to be in California. But she was like an aspiring actress, so it does make sense that that would be her home. I also think this narrator, I feel like this narrator is the same narrator that does like Taylor Jenkins Reid's books, but I need to like look it up and see if she is the same girl, because if you've seen any of my previous vlogs where I was reading, I think Carrie Soto Strikes Back, which I absolutely love that book, like 10 out of 10, 5 stars, like so stunning, like literally gave me faith back in Taylor's writing again, because I was going through her backlist and I was struggling. But like this book right here, absolutely loved. And I think the narrator that usually does these books, I think she's doing this one as well, and that may be why like I'm enjoying it like so much as well. It's just because of like her narration is like 10 out of 10 as well. And I want to like start collecting like these narrators' names as well, so that I can like maybe do a video of going over like my favorite audiobook narrators and like what books they narrated that I've really enjoyed. But yeah, so I'm gonna do some more research and figure out if this is the same lady that does that. But yeah, this has been the only book I've been able to read. I'm hoping I'll be able to finish this book, and I feel like I will be able to now that I've kind of like adjusted to the time and everything here. I feel like I'll be able to like read some more like when we come back, because when we came back, y'all, I was like, I'm tired. Like I just wanted to go to bed, because I did read like 2 pages of Uglies, and I was nervous that this was gonna like, it didn't age well, or like the writing wasn't gonna be giving what I needed the writing to give, or it was gonna come off childish. So I'm only like 2 pages into it, and I fell asleep, not because of the book, but because like I was tired. And so far, like I feel like it's giving like what it should be giving at the moment. So I am excited to read this one, because I do just want to like hold a book in my hand, and this is like my physical copy. So I'm hoping to make some progress in that one as well. But like, thank you for listening. Like I'm so happy that it came, y'all, because like I mentioned in my previous vlog, I think it was like my Kindle challenge vlog, I have been struggling to find a 5-star. If this book is able to like give me 5-star, I'm gonna be like very happy, because I'm also in the middle of the other book that I mentioned that was on my TBR, and that's if it makes you happy, and this one's definitely giving 5-star as well. So if like I can come out of this with like all of these books being at least 4 stars or giving me those vibes by the end of this vlog, like I'm gonna be a very happy camper, because like I needed that. Like I have been just hitting like 3 stars or 3.5 stars, so if I can get some 4 and some 5 stars, like it's gonna be so stunning. And hopefully Uglies can get me like back geared up to enter into my fantasy reading, because there are some really great ones that I just want to like read this year, especially once it gets cold. So I need to like start getting my like reading style back on point with that. But yeah, that is my reading update at the moment, and I'll check back in with y'all once I get a little bit more reading done. I'm hoping that I will, so I'll probably check back in when I'm like a little past the halfway point, because I think I'm touching the halfway point. I have no clue how long this book is either. Also, this is the best lighting I could get at the moment, so hopefully the lighting is okay, but I just wanted to have enough room to like put up the book so y'all know what book I am talking about. But yeah, that is my update at the moment. We're about to like head out, so I will check back in with y'all later when I have another reading update. Bye.
Waiting on the ice to break. Can we fix this if we get out of our own way? Can't call you up when it's late at was wondering if after all these years you'd like to be to go over. And stuff like that. Even I can say that as a British person. Now, how many of you gambled today? How many of you won something? Oh, that's quite impressive. Now, how many of you lost something? There we go. That's exactly how it should be. Say hello to Eric, everybody. It's my piano player. Eric, say hello to all my friends tonight. Well, I know you guys have had a very busy, packed. Close enough to start a war. All that I had. And God only knows what we're fighting for. Who else makes? How can we both become a version of a person we don't? The world just wants to bring us down.
really is a drunk tongue is an honest one. It really occurs to me, implies to me on tequila. It's I have anxiety for about 5.
From the way you talk to the way you move, everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like you and to any you and they. Just like a movie. Sometimes loneliness is your dreams came true. Yes, she gave you things I didn't give to you. Oh, friend.
Need to one more up tempo. Can you believe it? I've got another one. Get home safe and be nice to each other on the way out, okay? And stay safe in Vegas. I love you. Thanks so much, guys. Yogi, yogi, yogi.
There's a fire starting in my heart. Every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. From the pain to the beauty. Your expectation of my love are impossible. Not easy to hold. It's so sad how
Hi y'all, so I am back with a reading update. It has felt like forever since I gave y'all a reading update, but like, to be honest, like a girly pop was like having a lot of fun in Vegas, and by the time I get back to my hotel room, I was like exhausted and tired. So I was hardly doing like any reading and not enough to like give a true reading update. So I literally didn't get a chance to read a lot until like I was on my flight back. So, you know, clearly a girly is back from Vegas. The hair is also shorter. Like, we try to keep the color the same, but the hair is shorter, y'all. Like, the curls was for Vegas. Like, now that I'm back here, I'm just like, no ma'am. Need a break on the curls at the moment. So yeah, the hair is gonna be shorter for the rest of this vlog. But yeah, let's get into a reading update, because like I said, I might not have done a lot of reading in Vegas, but on the flight home I was able to do a lot of reading, and I am happy to say that I finished reading Thank You for Listening. When I tell you I love this book, I love this book. This book gave me everything that I wanted. It gave me, first of all, good banter, good romance, good plot, good leads. Like, the list goes on and on. Like, this book delivered, and it is definitely one of those books you have to listen on audio, because the author herself, so I did a little deep dive too after I finished the book. The author herself, she is a narrator. Like, she didn't just narrate this book, like she narrates books all the time. And her top girls that she narrates for, Taylor Jenkins Reid and Emily Henry. When I tell you, you can feel that vibe in her writing. You can feel that vibe. You can tell that like girly was absorbing like how they write, and that's how she was able to deliver on this stunning book. Like, I love this book so much, y'all. Like, it was just 10 out of 10 for me. Like, it was giving 10 out of 10 for me. I just enjoyed it so much, and then her narration is just spot on. And there were several points like throughout. Also, like, it's semi dawn right now, right? Like, it's semi dawn and the sun is going down very early. So if my lighting is like changing on you, I apologize, but like, a girl is working with natural light, so she gonna do her thing. But anyways, so while I was reading this book, I noticed like a lot of times I was like, some things are just like very well written. In particular, our leading girl, her grandmother has dementia, and those were some scenes when she's like experiencing that with her that are so well written. I was like, oh my goodness, like, this is like how people describe it all of the time, who like with someone who is experiencing dementia. Like, these are the type of scenarios they say happen to them all the time. So I was like, either she did her research or like she herself has experienced this. And then she has like this part in the book called like autobiography or something, where she kind of tells you that like this isn't a book about herself, but even though her and the character have like a ton of similarities, like they were both actors that wind up getting into audiobook. So she does like tell y'all like about that, and how like there are similarities, but they're not like, this book isn't about her or anything like that, and that her grandpa did struggle with dementia, and that's why some of those moments she was really able to depict well in this book. So that was like just 10 out of 10. Like, y'all, I just love this book so much. I feel like it really grasps like starting new beginnings in life as well, because each of them are kind of like at a certain point, from like our leading girl to the side characters to our leading man. Like, each of them, I am literally turning blue right now. Let me see if I can fix this. Hold on. Okay, this is so much better. I was turning blue on y'all. Like, I had to fix that. But anyways, so I would say that like everything about this book was just so well done. Like I mentioned, from like the lead characters to the side characters, I feel like they all had their own story arc, and they were very much so fleshed out really well. And I think there's like supposed to be like a twist to this book. Me personally, I called the twist out like from the get-go, and I'm not sure if it was an an intentional twist or not. Like, that is the one part that I'm not like really sure on, and I don't think she mentioned that when she did like her extra autobiography like little piece of there. I don't feel like she mentioned that either. But yeah, I think there may supposed to be a twist, but it really didn't twist for me. Like, I don't know, y'all, like I didn't feel like it was a twist. But I feel like either way, whether you call the twist and it is a twist or you don't call the twist, I feel like it is such a just an amazing read, and it's just so well done. And like I mentioned, you can definitely, if you like Emily Henry books or you like Taylor Jenkins Reid's books and you like how they do romances, I definitely would suggest Thank You for Listening. I feel like this is just so well done. And it's also like a homage to audiobook narrators as well, like knowing that she is a narrator and then she wrote a book. I just feel like that's very stunning, and it definitely gives like a heart project for sure to me, because like this is a side of like the book community that you really don't hear a lot about. Well, I'll say I don't hear a lot about. Let me not talk about nobody else. I don't hear a lot about like narrators and their stories and like all the work that they go into to prep for this, and like the different pathways in life that can lead to doing that and how to stay in that industry. And she also even touches on like AI intruding on in that industry and how like that is a major concern, how like people are using AI to sound like real people to narrate books, and in return it is affecting the narrating community and business. So that was also a nice little touch as well that she added in there. And this book I think is written like 2 or 3 years ago, so that topic alone will be interesting to hear more about and to do a little bit more research on, since AI itself has grown so much in such a short time period, and it's very much so becoming a little bit more of the norm. So it does raises questions. Like, I'd never even hit my mind that like AI will be taking narrator jobs, but that is something that she mentions in this book as well. And she mentions like how AI isn't able to connect human emotion with human emotion either. So I felt like that was like really well done as well. So I think that is just like stunning that she brought that topic up, and then brought up these other things to kind of support why AI is not good for the community, for the narration community, which I mean, of course it's not. Like, they're robots narrating the book and there's human beings that need that job. But yeah, so anyways, I feel like this was just such a great book, and I feel like the girlies talked about this a lot when it first came out, and I just feel like it's well deserved, and it's time for it to have its moment part 2, if you ask me, because I just really like, I just cannot get over how much I love this book. Needless to say, I gave it 5 stars. Like, it is just so well done. I have to give it, it's 5 stars. Like, it's emotional, it hits the things, it's, the pacing is phenomenal. Like, it's just so good. Like, you really root for the both of them. Their third act like conflict or whatever, like, oh, it's so well done, because it's not an external thing that makes them like break up or anything like that. It's like very much so like this internal battle that the both of them were experiencing, and like having to address it, and then not being like completely resolved either, like at the end. Just because like they fell in love, is still something that they are working through, but they have to like acknowledge it with each other. It's so stunning. And then it ends on like this really amazing like cutesy note too as well. Like, I just, oh, it's so stunning. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but just know that I just highly recommend this book. I feel like it's so well written and well done, and like literally it could be one of my favorite romances for this year. I have to check, you know, the other romances that I read, but this one is definitely giving. And it's funny because there's like a blurb, I think, in her biography that says she is the Adele of narrators. And I'm like, stop, not them making that reference. And I went and saw Adele too, and y'all telling me that this is the Adele of narrators. Like, that is so stunning. Absolutely love that. But anyways, y'all, let me stop talking about this book, because I can ramble on and on and on about this book, and it's gonna feel like circles because it cannot spoil anything. But highly recommend this book. And on to the other book that I was actually able to do a little bit of reading of as well, and that is going to be Uglies, or yeah, it's just Uglies. I keep wanting to say The Uglies, but it's just Uglies. And I made it to page 38 in this, and when I tell y'all, like, I just really I'm vibing with this book. Like, I feel like it's definitely giving you like that 2000s YA style. So it's giving targeted audience for me. Like, I don't feel like this book was being written for adults that like to read YA. Like, this book is giving, this is for YA, and I have appreciation for that. You know, like, I feel like YA should be targeting YA. Like, it shouldn't be targeting adults that like YA. Like, it needs to stay, and this is what this book is definitely giving me, which is why I say it gives me that like 2000 vibes, because I feel like sometimes some of these YA books be given new adult and adult, and that's all I'm gonna say. Especially when they start off like they're 17 in the book, and then like the series evolves and they're like finishing this book at like 24, 25. You kind of get the vibe that, like, you know, it's mainly for new adult, but we're gonna start off in YA. But anyways, that's a discussion for another day, another time, maybe not. We're here to discuss uglies. So as I mentioned, like, this book is going to be about like this girl. They're like living in this world where you're considered ugly until you turn, I believe it's like 16, and then you get like the surgery done and you become like pretty, and they make you into like what is believed to be pretty. So our leading girl, like, she wants the surgery. She wants to be with her best friend because her best friend is like 6 months older than her, so they're already a pretty, and she wants to become a pretty too. And so it's like all of this stuff has happened. Our girlie has like found her way onto like the pretty world. Like, she snuck onto like the pretty area, and like, when I tell y'all, I feel like this book so far, I haven't made it any further, but I feel like this book so far was talking about, like, honestly, the effects of like social media, the consumption of like how your life is supposed to be, watching other people's life supposed to be, society's labeling what's pretty and what's not pretty. Like, this book is here. Like, that's the message. Like, he was giving y'all that message and that concern of everyone like altering who they are in their face in order to look like pretty, and what's popular, and how like these pretty people get like all these special advantages, and the uglies, they're kind of just fit because they have to like work for their things. Because our girl mentions at one point she can outrun any pretty. She was like, I won't get caught. Like, none of these pretties like run or anything, because everything is just like given to them, they're handed. While us uglies, we have to like take care of ourselves, we have to run, we have to do everything ourselves. So that's already, when I tell you, I'm like, ooh, girl, it's feeling like he touching on some things with the youth. He letting them know early on. But that's also like, it's been such a while. I feel like this may be classified as a dystopian read. I'm not quite sure. I have to like check the tags on this on Goodreads, but it's definitely giving dystopian read. But yeah, so far I will say I am enjoying it. So in the summary, it mentions she's going to meet this girl named Shay. So she has officially met the girl named Shay. So we literally have just like 2 more sentences of this summary that needs to happen. Like, Shay has to run away, and then somehow Tally, which we don't know which way we're pronouncing that, is going to be recruited by the authorities to find her and turn her in or never turn pretty. So we haven't got to those 2 parts yet, but we have met Shay at the moment, and Shay's like already like a rebel a little bit, you know. Like, our girl is like, I can't wait to turn pretty, and Shay's like, I don't know if I'm in a rush for all of that. But yeah, this is like a whole series, so I'm very interested to see like how this is going to expand into a series. And hopefully, like I said, I just really want to enjoy this book, because I feel like the premises of it is just still standing till this day. Like, people all like kind of society having like this whole belief of like what is pretty, and how people feel like they all need to match that pretty, and like how people who are pretty have like different advantages in life, and like people who don't fall into the stereotypical definition of pretty are living like these uglies type of lives. So I feel like it's touching on very important topics, especially at this age range. Like, the fact that this is a YA book, and I feel like a lot of like kids who are in YA, so like YA usually targets like between the ages of like sometimes 13 to 17. A lot of people say it's 16, but either way, I feel like that age range in particular, there's like a lot of hormones, there's a lot of insecurities, it's a lot of comparison happening. And so like a book that's kind of like talking about that now, I just feel like it's just so stunning, because books, as much as like, you know, people say I just read books for kicks and giggles, I just feel like every book does have some type of message or underlining message in it. So the fact that this is kind of the message that this author is going with in this one, I feel like it's just a really nice choice to have for this audience of like, you know, what really defines pretty, and do we all need to like actually look alike in order to be defined as pretty? I don't know. I just feel like, you know, books like this, these are, I'm not even done with this book and I'm already out here saying how amazing this book is. But like, I just have a feeling like this book is going to deliver, because I had that same feeling about Thank You for Listening. I just knew like this book was going to deliver, and I'm getting honestly those same vibes with this book. I feel like it's going to deliver, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But hopefully I'll be able to read some more of that book. I feel like this vlog actually may surpass just the standard 7 days, because I really didn't give you all updates and the other days when I was in Las Vegas. So I think we may go for like the rest of today and then tomorrow as well, and I might close out the vlog tomorrow because it would have been over 7 days long. We'll see how it goes. But we did finish a book in this vlog, so I feel like we do close this vlog out. I did finish a book in this vlog, but I also have a package that came in the mail, y'all. So I have been wanting to just, you know, get my special edition books. Like, I have just really been wanting to build my collection of just like cutesy books. So whenever I see a book that I feel like I may like or I heard good things about, I'm trying to get the special editions. I'm really trying to get some special edition Emily Henry books, y'all. Like, I really need some beautiful, stunning, custom Emily Henry books. Like, hands down, that woman can write. I just need it. I just need it, honey. But, oh, this is not what I expected at all. So I picked up Things We Left Behind. And, like, this, it's giving, first of all, look at the edges. Look at the edges, okay? And then it has like a ribbon as well, and I think like maybe the end, yeah, and then it has like these as well, and that is the back cover. Okay, so if you know how like Barnes and Noble classic books are, this is what this is. Like, this is what this feels like, this is what this looks like, this is what I think it is. But between me and you, why do I have the third book? I thought this was the first book in the series. This is the third book. This is the third book. I don't have the first book. Why do I have the third book? I'm so confused. I literally just had to check my Amazon to see if they sent me like the wrong book. Because I was like, why do I have the third book? Why is Goodreads saying this is the third book? But like, apparently this is the third book. I don't know. Like, I don't know how this happens. I'm blaming Amazon. I feel like they might have mixed me up, because there's just no way I would have done that. Maybe there is a way. But yeah, I can't even tell y'all like what this book is about, because it's going to spoil it for myself. So I can't tell y'all what this book is about at all. But I just wanted to show you this is a stunning edition. And if you're interested in this book, or you like this series, just know that these editions are out there. But yeah, so that is my reading update at the moment. I am like super hungry as well, y'all, and I don't know, like I skipped lunch, but it's too early for dinner. But if I eat a little lunchy lunch, it's gonna not make me want to eat dinner. Oh, the problems. But yeah, anyways, that's my reading update, and I will check back in with y'all later, because I still need to finish reading Uglies. But another stunning romance that I love, and I mentioned in the very beginning, is If It Makes You Happy. Like, I want to read some more of it, If It Makes You Happy. So I'll have another reading update on either The Uglies or If It Makes You Happy for sure coming up. But yeah, y'all, I thought I had a cute little unboxing and I was gonna tell y'all about like the series, this book and everything, and I found out it's the third book. Like, girl, what is happening? But yeah, that is my reading update. I'll check back in with y'all later. Bye. Hi y'all, so I am back with a final reading update because I was able to do some reading, and I also just need to close out this vlog before it has like too many days in it and I start getting confused when I start editing this. I also have some book mail as well. I'm not quite sure what this book is because like Barnes & Noble had like this whole pre-order special, so I did wind up pre-ordering a lot of books. I pre-ordered like some manga, some romances, some fantasies, so this book can be any of those. So we're gonna open that up together right now, and then I'll get into my final reading update. So let's these are so hard to open, but let's, oh y'all, a girl tried, she really did. Okay, it's a paperback, so it must be like a romance. Let me see. Oh It's here, yes. Okay, it is Lost and Lassoed. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Now I can like read the second book now that I have the third book with me. But yes, this is, I believe, the Blue Mountain. No, it is the Rebel Blue Ranch novel series. So these are the other two books in the series, and this is the third one. And I think there is a fourth one. But yeah, I'm obsessed. First of all, this cover is so cute. I just love these retro looking covers. And I think this is going to be the Grumpy brother. Yes, it's going to be Gus's story. Yes, with Teddy. Oh, this is going to be 10 out of 10. I am so excited. I can officially read the second one, but this is like a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. So I'm not quite sure like what makes her special or like different from the other girls. Maybe it's like an extra chapter or something. That's usually like how it is with this, but I'm just so excited to read this book. We've been following this family and they all have been on this ranch. The first book was about like the sister who got injured and she wound up coming back to the ranch to be with her siblings and working on that ranch, and she wound up like falling in love with like the bad boy of the town, but like he was a reformed bad boy. He was just still having that title was like lashed onto him. And then the second book was about like the sweet older brother that she has, and he's so kind, he's so nice, and he's like the interior decorator, and he is like starting an inn, and he winds up falling for like the lady that comes to help him with like decorating the inn. I'm really excited for his as well because we love like a little cute little sunshine teddy bear leading guy. And then we are finally getting enemies to lovers, which is going to be this one. So her oldest brother Gus and her best friend Teddy, like they always never got along, but like somehow some way they're going to be like working together on something. So I'm just really excited for this one. Oh, it's so stunning. Like, y'all, look at these covers. They're just so cute. Like, I have this one on my book cart. Like, it's giving. Like, it's just so cute. I love like that she went like this route. It's definitely giving Western rodeo old school vibe. So these covers are like literally some of my favorite covers. But yeah, let's get into the reading update now because my battery playing games, it literally just lost a bar. It's like, girl, wrap this up. So the book I was reading is going to be If It Makes You Happy. This is like her second time in a reading vlog, and this is going to be her second time not being finished in this reading vlog. It is not like the book's fault, and I will forever say that it is not this book's fault. It's not really even my fault. I will throw that out there as well. Like, I have just been taking my time with this book and just enjoying this book, but I also need to like edit a video, which is another reason why I have to like go ahead and end this one, because I need to like really spend a lot of time just editing through this video to make sure it gets up in time. So that's just also been a thing with this one, and it's a very chunky book. Like, I think that book is like over 500 pages, so it's a chunky book within itself. So yeah, but I am at the 60% mark of this book, and it's so fabulous and it's so great. Like, I say this all the time, but I just love the dynamics and the relationships in this book. I feel like they're so realistic. Like, our leading girl, her sister has officially came to like visit her at this inn now and brought their dad with her, and just the interactions are so stunning. Like, you can just tell how much she loves her sister, and like she always has just amazing things to say about her, and that they're best friends, and their interactions just like really show that. And you could tell like she's definitely the older sister, and the younger sister is just like very much so like the younger sister, and she's in another like grump and sunshine type of dynamic. Like, our girl's like very serious, she's very analytical, and her sister's like a ray of sunshine. She just comes running out the car to like hug her, throws the umbrella to the side, and just so happy to see her sister. And so I really like that. And then you have like the touch of like the 90s aspects to it as well. Like, they were using a map trying to get to her. There was no like internet to print off directions off the internet. So before you had an actual GPS in the car, people were printing off directions. I think it was like MapQuest was like what my family would use when we were going on vacations. We would use like MapQuest and print the directions off of that to like find our way there. So it was really cute seeing them like with the map and everything, and like getting lost in here and there trying to get to the town. So that was like just really cute. When I tell y'all like this is a slow burn, also like this is very much so a slow burn, and I have just been enjoying that so much. Like, when I tell you, it's so stunning because you really just get to know who these characters are, and then you really see them just pining after each other for like a good minute, because it is dual POV, so we're getting his side and her side as well. And so it just really makes for a great time, because you're just like watching them fall in love with each other, watching them like have all of these inner dialogues, and thinking like, you know what, just she's only here like 2 more months, like let's not even like do anything, and like let's not even try to date or anything, like you're my best friend. Like literally every time this woman is like, he's my best friend, I'm just like, oh, yes he is, girl, and you're his best friend too. Like literally the writing is just so stunning. And I feel like since this is my introduction to this author, and the fact that she is like literally knocking it out the park with this book like this, that I get nervous, y'all, when I read an author and they knock it out the park like this with a book that I picked up by them. I become like super nervous about reading any of their other books, because I'm like, is this still gonna give? But you know, it is what it is. You know, it's always worth the risk to just read another book. But I have just really been enjoying this one a lot. This book is like only on Kindle. Like I tried to see if it was on like any of my other like book platforms. So I'm here. I'm glad it's being featured in 2 reading vlogs, because you know, that's 2 opportunities for me to talk about this book, because it's just so great. And I really am excited to get a physical copy of this book once I finish reading this, and I can put in like all of my annotations. I'm gonna have like some orange, yellow, and brown tabs to fit and match the cover. Maybe throw in a little bit of red as well. Like I'm just so excited to like get a physical copy of this book and like put in my actual annotations in this book, because it has been doing what it has needed to do. But yeah, that is the only book I have been reading. I didn't read any more of Uglies, so I'm still like at what, like the 40-page mark in this book. But I'm excited to continue on with this one as well, because you know, a girl wants to be a series reading girl as well. So I'm really hoping that I enjoy this one, and it kind of just gets me back into YA, especially like with this weather becoming like cold again. Like I feel like reading a dystopian type YA book, and like just everything. I just feel like this reading vlog has truly been such, even though I don't feel like I finished a lot of books in this reading vlog, I definitely feel like we're on a good start for a lot of great books to be finished, if that makes sense. Like if it makes you happy when I finish that, I already know that's going to be a 5-star on the record. Uglies, I feel like she could give me a 4.5. I don't know if she can give me a 5. I feel like she can give me anywhere between a 4 and a 4.5, which is good for me. But yeah, and then of course the book that I was able to finish, that I absolutely adored, that I absolutely loved, that I already ordered the physical copy of, because I said that has to be on these shelves, and that is Thanks for Listening. Like 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And I'm so happy also to just have this book, because I love this narrator so much. Like whenever she narrates a book, I'm like, it's gonna be a good time. Like I don't know if the book gonna be good, but I know she is going to put in as much work as possible for it to be a good time. So I'm just very happy to have a book by this narrator. I feel like it just definitely makes it makes the book like feel different. It gives it more meaning behind it than like my other ones, because I'm like, this woman's voice has really helped deliver some stunning books, aka Emily Henry's books, Taylor Jenkins Reid's books. Like she has really helped make this such an immersive experience. So yeah, I love a good narrator. I love a good narrator, and I'm glad that like I can support her like in this way, outside of just like listening to her audiobooks and actually being able to like recommend a book by her. Like it's literally stunning. Like it's so stunning. But yeah, that is my reading update at the moment. Hope you all enjoyed today's vlog. If you did, please feel free to leave behind this emoji to let me know that you made it all the way to the end. I do appreciate it, y'all. And if you want to follow me on any of my other social platforms, I will have them linked down below. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye.